Hey folks, if you tried to watch the video yesterday, I apologize. For some reason, the sound wasn't on there. And I've never had that happen before. It's kind of weird. So I'm gonna make sure it doesn't happen today. I'll review this before I submit it, and before I upload it, make sure it's good. We're talking about dilations. Dilations means to get bigger or smaller. All right. So the scale factor is part of dilation. You have to have a scale factor. Scale factor is the number that indicates whether the size of something is being increased or decreased. Scale factor is greater than 1, then the object increases in size. If the scale factor is less than 1, then the object decreases in size. And for that to happen, by the way, it needs to be a proper fraction or a decimal, but it needs to be a proper fraction, meaning it needs to be like 3 over 5. That's good. 5 over 3, no, that doesn't work. That would get bigger. That is an improper fraction. It would increase in size. This is 1 2/3. It's more than 1, so it would increase. To decrease, it has to be less than 1. So 3/5, anything where it's a proper fraction or a decimal that's, not 1 point something, but just point something, that would decrease. If the scale factor is 1, then the object stays the same size. The POD, or point of dilation, is the point through which we dilate the shape. Okay, so every one of our dilations will have 2 shapes, a scale factor and a POD. All right, you got to know where you're going through to dilate it, how big it's getting or how small it's getting, and what's the original shape so you can draw the new one. Okay, when you're done, you should have 2 shapes. You should know the scale factor and what your POD was. One last thing about scale factor. Scale factor can be found if you have the 2 shapes. If you take one of the sides off the new shape and put it on the side over the old shape. Okay, so if we had 2 triangles and you picked one side of one triangle, the new triangle, you put it on top. You pick the corresponding side on the old triangle, put it on bottom, and that's your scale factor. It may be a whole number, it may not be when you're done. You'd reduce whatever it was and get your answer. So on this one, it says we have a scale factor of 3, and the POD is the origin. All right, so here's the deal. If this is our origin, remember our origin is 0, 0. All right, that's our origin. The point of dilation says that all of these points are going to be 3 times as far away from this thing. That's what that means. So if I go up 2 and over 3, okay, up 2 and left 3, up 2, left 3. If I want to multiply both of those by 3, I would get my new coordinate. I would need to go up 6 and left 9. Well, up 6, 2, 4, 6, and left 9, 3, 6, 9. We'll put R prime right there. Hopefully I didn't mess that up. Now here's how I can double check. The other thing is, you could go, you went up 2 and over 3. We'll do that 3 times now. Starting here, up 2 over 3, up 2 over 3, up 2 over 3. You end up at the same place. But I'm going to tell you though, if it's through the origin, you actually have a much easier time. You don't have to just go up 2 over 3, up 2 over 3. You don't even have to do the up 2 over 3, multiply everything by 3 thing. Here's the great news. If it's through the origin, it's real easy to find these. Here's the deal. If you find this coordinate, this -3, 2. If it's through the origin, all you have to do is multiply. Well, take a look. This new point here is going to be -9, 6. -3 became -9. 2 became 6. All you're doing is multiplying these by the scale factor. That's what you get to do on origin. If it's through the origin, these are easy. There's nothing to these. You could do what I did here, where I went up 2 over 3, up 2 over 3, up 2 over 3. Or you could do up 2 over 3, and you multiply everything by 3 and get this, so you go up 6 and over 9. Or you can just multiply these numbers by 3. I think that's the easiest thing to do. So on this particular problem, I can multiply everything by 3, and I'd get 6 comma 12. I'd get 9 comma negative 9, and I'd get negative 6 comma negative 12. If it's through the origin, only if it's through the origin can you do that. It makes life a lot easier. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and plot these points. 6 comma 12, 3, 6, 3, 6, 3, 6. That's 12. That's going to be E. 6 comma 12, E prime. F prime is going to be 9, negative 9. 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9. That's going to be F prime. And L prime is going to be negative 6, negative 12. Negative 6, negative 12. Whew, alright, so I am getting old. And I, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whew. I'm actually wearing a very old prescription of my glasses. I normally wear contacts, and it's killing me these last couple of days looking at these little graphs. Because it's, my prescription's changed, but I always get contacts. So I never think about it. And, you know, I only use them at night, my glasses normally, and now I'm struggling these last couple of days. All right, I'm going to connect the dots. What we should see is the exact same picture, just blown up. It's a good idea to, I do want you to connect the dots so you can see that everything looks all right, and that it should be blown up and look exactly the same, just bigger or smaller, depending on the scale factor. And, oops, dang it, I connected that to the wrong thing, shoot. Should have gone to this one. I'm sorry, guys. Mine's going to look like crap. I hope yours doesn't. I did the same thing on F. Oh, my gosh. I hate that. That's what I get. All right. That's kind of right. I'm sorry that I messed that up, guys. But, like, you can ignore that black line and that black line. That's what it should look like. All right. And it's right. That's good. It looks all right. One thing somebody pointed out to me that I was like, oh, my gosh, that's awesome. They said that all these lines should be parallel. I'm like, yeah, they should. This is going to be parallel to this line, and this one's going to be parallel, and that one's parallel to that one, and that one's parallel to that one. All right, down this next one. We're going to take a scale factor of 1/3. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing as through the origin. All right, I'm going to do one the hard way, and then I'll show you the easy way. So the hard way is to say, okay, to get from here to F, I go over 3 and up 6. So if I cut that, or if I multiply that by 1/3, if I go right 3 and up 6, if I divide both those by 3, multiply them by 1/3, you get right 1 and up 2. And so I'm going to go right 1 and up 2, and that's my new point. That is F prime. All right, or, well, I guess that's really it. But the other way you can do it, because once you write that coordinate down, that's 1, 2. Compare this coordinate to that coordinate. All you do is divide these numbers by 3 or multiply them by 1/3. That's what the scale factor does when it's through the origin, only if it's through the origin. So when I multiply this by 3, I get -3, 1. I multiply these by 1/3. Excuse me. When I multiply these by 1/3. Excuse me. When I multiply these by 1/3, I get -2, -4. And when I multiply these by 1/3, I get 2, -3. So let's plot these. For L, it's going to be -3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Right there. That's going to be L prime. A prime is going to be -2, -4. right there. And P prime is going to be 2 comma negative 3. 2, negative 3. And what we should see when we connect these dots, and I connect the correct ones this time, is that we have an identical picture just shrunk down. The lines should be parallel to each other, the corresponding lines anyways. Let's see here. There we go. That looks pretty decent, I think. Yep, they're all, it's just the same shape, shrunk down. That's really all there is to it. Sorry, I realize you can't see the very bottom of that. My bad. But that is when you're doing through the origin. When you're not going through the origin, life gets a lot harder. Okay? Now I'm going to warn you, a bell's going to go off here in a minute because I'm making this video super late, so I apologize. But bell's going to ring here in a minute, just ignore it. Okay, so this time we're doing this by a scale factor of 2, and the POD is -2, -2. All right, -2, -2 would be right here. That is our POD. Now I'm going to switch colors. Oh wait, no I'm not. I don't have any other colors today. It's going to change to a different pen, but I don't think I have them with me today. I do not. I apologize, because we're going to do this all in black. So, there is not a shortcut for this. We have to do the way we've been doing, or the way we did earlier. Okay? So, to get, we got these 4 points, D, I, T, and E. Okay? To get from D, the point of dilation, POD, to D, we go up 2, 4, 5 places. We go up 5. Okay? To get to E, or let's go to I next, sorry. We go right 1, and we go up 2, 4, 6, 7 places. Up 7. To get to T, we go to the right 2, 4, 5 places, right 5, and we're going to go up 7 again. I know because it's even with I right there. And to get to E, we're going to go over 2, 3 places, right 3, and up 4. All right, so to get to D prime, I prime, T prime, and E prime, you're going to do the same thing, except you're going to do it twice as much. Everything on here is going to be multiplied by 2. So on this one, we're going to go up 10. For D prime, we go up 10. For I prime, we're going to go right 2 and up 14. For T prime, we're going to go right 10 and up 14. Multiply all these numbers by 2. And for E prime, there's that bell, we're going to go right 6 and up 8. All right, so as I do this from the POD to D prime, that was an unexpected bell, excuse me, fix that. All right, we go up 10. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is D prime. All right, to get to I prime, we're going to go right 2 and up 14. Right 2 and up 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, that's I prime. Now, before I continue and do the rest of these, I'm going to show you there is one other way to do this. Okay, so we talked about the fact that on the previous one that you could say, okay, I'm going to go up 5. Well, since I'm doing this scale factor 2, I can just go up 5 twice. So you could go up 5 and then up 5 again. There's D prime. A lot of you are going to find that easier than doing this, and that's fine. I just want to show you both ways so that you have an option. To get to I, you went to the right 1 and up 7. So if I did that twice, I'd be at I prime. If I went up 1 over 7, wow, over 1 to the right, up 7, over 1 to the right, up 7. It works. Okay, so either way you want to do it. So for example, for T prime, to T, I go 5 to the right and 7 up. So if I go 5 more to the right and 7 up, that's where T prime is going to go. And E prime, I go 3 to the right and 4 up. So if I go 3 to the right and 4 up, that's where E prime goes. And when I connect the dots, best I can, ooh, messed that one up. That's better. There we have it. Blown up, same shape. Excuse me. Do need to get the coordinates down. So instead of being at -2, 3, this would be at -2, 8. Let's see. This one would be at 0, 12. That's what that one is. T prime is going to be at, let's see, 8, 12. And E prime is at 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 6. Excuse me. All right. And that's how you dilate through something other than the origin. It's a little more work, but that's what we do. So on this next one, all right, we're going to dilate for a scale factor of 1/2, with the POD being 6, 4. 6, 4 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. So again, we can sit here and do PLAN. How do you get to P? Well, you go to the left. Goodness gracious. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Whew, left 16. And then up 1, 2. Really? Just 2? Just 2. Up 2. All right, and to get our new point, to get P prime, we're gonna cut these in half. We're gonna multiply by 1/2 or divide by 2. So it's gonna be to the left 8 and up 1. So I'll go to the left 8, that's 6, 7, 8, up 1. So that's gonna be P prime right there. All right, unfortunately when you do by half, there's not really a quick shortcut. Like, you really pretty much have to do it this way. There's not really a shortcut like we did here when we went up 5 and went up 5 again, or we went over 2 and up 6 and went over 2 and up 6. Can't do that on this one. So we gotta keep going. So to get to L, we go, let's see, this was 16, so I'm gonna go to the left 18, and I go down 2, so I'm gonna go for L prime, I'm gonna go to the left 9 and down 1. So again, this is 6, 7, 8, 9, down 1. Right there on that line, that's L prime. Okay? And then, let's see, A prime, or to get to A, we go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, this is a tough one to see. 12. We go left 12 and down 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and down 12. So cut those in half, and for A prime, you're going to have left 6 and down 6, because you cut them both in half. So you go over 6 and down 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to be A prime. And then to get to N prime, we're going to go to the right 2 and down 4, left 2 and down 4. And so I cut both of those in half. So for N prime, I'm going to go to the left 1 and down 2. So left 1, down 2, there's where N prime is going to go. So when I connect my dots, hopefully this will look somewhat similar to the first one. Man, I hope so. That one. That one. that's the point of dilation. Stay off that one. There we go. Same shape, just shrunk down. Sorry, you can't see that. There you go. Same shape, just shrunk down. All right, I need to write down my new coordinates. All right, so for P prime, much easier to find this one. It's 2, 2, 4, 5, 2, 5. Yep, 2, 5. And, oh, no, it's not. It's negative 2, 5. My apologies. L prime. It's right there. That would be negative 2, negative 3, 3. A prime would be down here. Oh, that's just going to be negative 2. Oh, excuse me, that's 0, negative 2. My apologies. And N prime is right there. That's going to be 2, 4, 5, 2. All right, so that's dilations, folks. Hope that makes sense to you. Hope this wasn't too horrible, and good luck.